Hiya folks, it's Thor. Thanks for joining me for another shave. Today we have Refreshment by Soap Commander. So we are continuing our month of one artisan soap, and this month I am Soap Commander. The scent Refreshment is a sweet tea. It's extremely enjoyable. I know I'm getting a little late in the year to be doing something I'd consider more of a summery type scent. We are in the fall here in New York City. Okay, and just put it and flick it so we can finish up a load and kind of like just building up a half lather inside the tub here. You notice that this is smaller than the tubs I've been using so far this month, and that is because this is a limited edition. A lot of times Soap Commander will release a limited edition of a popular seasonal scent crew scent. After the first year, they will release it in this smaller container, whereas the originals come in these larger containers. I think this is 6 ounces. Let's see here. Yeah, 6 ounces for the large one and 3 ounces for the small one. So, okay, we're getting a little away from ourselves here, so just gonna put on just a little of the excess here, wash the hands down, and we will start up with a lather. And that'll be a face lather for today. Very nice. And in the description of my last video, I wrote a little bit about how using the same soap, well, for a month certainly, but repeatedly, kind of gives you a better feel for dialing in the soap, for getting a better lather, and by better I just mean one that you personally prefer. We always say in this hobby your mileage may vary, so a lather that I like might not be something that you like. All right, I think we are pretty good there. Again, we're gonna do 2 passes only, as we've been doing, so I can get a couple more shaves in before the end of the month. So like I say, this is a sweet tea. And to me, it's a real delight. Definitely reminds me of going out to a restaurant, getting a nice, huge glass of sweet tea with a really wide straw and slurping it down on a hot summer day. And as always for the first pass, we are going downward my hair does not grow all in one direction over my face and head, so there is no true with the grain or against the grain. So the directions I pick are basically the ones that I go from least bitey to most bitey in general. So downward, regardless almost of any razor I use. It's nice, feels good on the skin. The hardest pass for me to do is a straight up pass, which most people would call against the grain pass. I think for me it's maybe a little cross grain, but right over here my hair is growing in a kind of like a Wi-Fi connectivity symbol, just arcs. So depending where it is, I will get different levels of aggression and closeness and irritation. So our second pass is going to be towards the goatee from the outside. So outside in. Okay. Just gonna wash that brush down a little bit. And today we have our Yaki red marble handle with black synthetic knot. Don't remember exactly the knot, but I believe it is a tuxedo style because of the white tips on the black. And like I said, that's a Yaki. Relatively inexpensive synthetic brushes. I have several in different colors, sizes, and knot types. So I don't want to say it's easy, but I'll use that word now. It's easy to find a design and color that you'll like. I mention it often, but I don't think I got myself under here. So, pro tip, just because we use a brush all the time doesn't mean you can't use your hand if you have to. All right, so get back under there. Do our left, right. You see I'm kind of coming at this at two different angles. Just trying to cheat a little bit, get a slightly closer shave without doing an extra pass. Oh, got a little nick right there. I'll see if it comes up with a little blood as we're doing our post here. But we will wash down the excess soap. We will dry down and clean up as we always do with Thayer's Witch Hazel. Today we have coconut water. Love that coconut water scent. Smells just like what you would get at a supermarket for drinking. Okay. And I've also said it several times this month so far. But usually when I'm shaving with Soap Commander, I will let my witch hazel dry down. Once it does so, I will apply a balm, one of their matching scents. I don't have a matching one for this, so I will be using Influence, my favorite one. I stocked up, excuse me, I stocked up last year on that. So, I believe with that, our shave has come to an end. So I thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you next time. And until then, don't forget, be generous.